Hi, it's Joy, and today we're going to be watching Andor Season 1, Episode 2. That would be me. I am so excited to jump back into the show to see what Cassian's getting up to and how he's going to get out of this situation that he's in, and to hopefully learn more about the flashbacks and what happened on his, I presume, his planet with his people and what happened to his sister. So yes, I loved the first episode. I think it was definitely setting up for what's going to be a really fantastic show, and I'm excited to keep going with that. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and let's go. Where are the adults? Is there evidence of wars being fought in the past here? Whoa. A mining operation that doesn't appear to exist anymore. I'm just so intrigued by this. Are they the only, like, survivors of a catastrophe here?
Read it to him, P.
Read what?
Oof.
I can't speak now.
Read it.
Primo Authority is seeking a Canary male resident of Ferrix for questioning.
Who else knows
About what?
that you were born in Canary?
You don't want to hear what happened. B, where is she?
Comms access trouble. Calculating reroute.
Oh, this poor little droid.
What have you done?
He did kill some people.
I won't forget this.
Do not tell me this man is going to turn him in out of jealousy. Pettiest of reasons. I mean, he did kill two people. They were
called him, right?
awful people.
He's on his way out. Insurrection, destruction of Imperial property, assault on an Imperial soldier.
Oh
Check your
yeah,
databases,
this...
see if there's anything.
It's him. I have actually just turned your friend into the authorities because I was jealous.
Yeah.
And it's not even like the warrant thingamajig said what he'd done, and you might be like, oh my god, he killed someone, I have to turn him in.
Hats off to you and Chief Inspector. 2 men dead, line of duty, colleagues. It's outrageous.
Exactly. The thought of anything less than full engagement on a case like this.
Unconscionable, sir.
Yes,
Their
your
election
boss
of
didn't
duty.
want you to do this though, did he?
Wouldn't it?
I've seen it's a plague on discipline. Face your men yourself.
Francis Poldark, what are you doing?
Are the Empire's first line of defense, and the best way to keep the blade sharp is to use it.
Yeah, you seem stable.
So,
I don't want to know what happened here, do I? So these... Now, my current theory is that these children are the survivors of a terrible catastrophe on this planet. That it was about to explode or something.
What are you doing?
Couldn't sleep.
Guilt?
You could just come in to tell me.
You haven't been listening to me.
I agree.
Bless this aged droid.
If I can bring them myself, I will.
All he really has from his home. I'm so intrigued by this story. Oop. Oh my god. I think she's dead or dying. There may be other people in the ship. Revenge.
Canary, mid-rim, abandoned after Imperial mining disaster.
Yep.
Mining, everyone died.
And apart from some children.
You better be ready in an hour. Keep the engine running.
Oh dear, I don't think you have an hour.
2 of our men are dead, having made that mistake. West team will include Deputy Inspector.
If your men hadn't been being shit, they wouldn't be dead, but he did just murder them. One of them intentionally.
There comes a time when the risk of doing nothing becomes the greatest risk of all.
Very inspirational.
To
Yes.
success.
Your words are inspirational. The way you're delivering them, you're not inspirational.
Best of luck to us all.
I enjoyed the...
Inspiring.
Not the best day for you to be arriving.
That was no bargain either. You make the round trip and taste
Some
it
people just do
later.
not pick up on the fact that people opposite them do not want to speak.
Know what they say?
What was that?
If you can't find it here, it's not worth finding.
Okay, I can definitely see what people mean when they said the show is slow, and when they said, like, I think did 3 episodes to begin with, and did it always do 3 episodes at a time? I don't know, but kind of that it was kind of best watched altogether, and I am doing it one a week until the final 2 episodes. But I don't mind that. I think I worry sometimes that like the reaction isn't maybe the most interesting, because a lot of it is just kind of processing and just like it's not kind of the most reactoriness. But I mean, I can't fake. I'm not gonna go whoa fake stuff, am I? But that being said, I am really enjoying this show, and I think this is the pace this show is supposed to be. You know, some shows are super fast paced, some shows are slower paced, and this show is slower paced, but it's still so interesting. I mean, I would watch, as I said in the last one, I think, an episode of just people living their lives in the galaxy, just, you know, in the Republic or in the Empire, you know, just ordinary people, because they're living on a planet with spaceships and lasers and droids and different species. How interesting is that? I mean, actually the book I'm reading at the moment is I'm rereading it technically because it's really good, is the long, oh my god, I'm currently reading this, is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. It is fantastic. There are 4 of them in this series. Becky Jones is amazing, and it is just like there are scary moments, there's like tense moments and action moments, but her books are just snapshots of like lives of people in this future world where humanity has left Earth, like Earth went extinct, and we've joined this like galactic community or whatever, and like kind of it's just following characters as they go through something, and it's not like, oh my god, there's a revolution, we've got to overthrow the dictator or whatever. It's just like people's lives in a sort of interesting situation. It's so good. I really enjoy kind of looking at people's lives in these different situations. So I'm really enjoying that side of Andor. And I'm also enjoying the fact that you can see that there are seeds for something bigger coming along. I mean, we don't know who the guy, I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to recognize him from anything. If I am, let me know. But not if it's something like, oh, you're meant to recognize that he's someone they're going to tell you who he is. Obviously not. But if it's like, oh no, he was in the Clone Wars, do tell me, because, you know, I'd like to know things that I miss. But who he's selling to, you know, I've wondered, is he selling to the rebellion? Because I could see they definitely need black market goods to try and help them in their fight, or is he just selling to like dodgy people? Who knows? But in general, I'm really excited to kind of see where this story is going, because we know that the Cassian Andor that I remember from Rogue One was obviously in the rebellion, willing to die for it. And how do we kind of get there? Because at this point, I don't know that he's even considered the rebellion or really anybody other than himself. I also find his life story so interesting. I can't wait to find out more about his planet. So currently my thought process is the Empire was doing a mining operation there, like they do. They fucked up. They wiped out the planet. As far as they were concerned, it was dead. They didn't really care about any survivors. And seemingly the group of survivors he is in, and potentially the only survivors on world, is just this group of children. That is why they are kind of living, that's why they are living alone with no adults in the woods. It's very interesting. And then obviously there's been this crash landing. The people there were quite hostile. I mean, yeah, there was a kid with a stick, but you didn't really need to shoot her instantly. So I'm just so intrigued to see how he ever got off of his planet, how he escaped, and then the family he's with. I mean, the woman who is sort of like a motherly figure to him. I guess, did she like adopt him or just take him in? I don't know if she like legally signed any papers or anything. It's just really interesting, and this idea that they don't, legally speaking, he's not from that planet. It's just so fascinating, and I can't wait to get more, like every detail they give us, even if it's just as simple as, who have you told you're from there? We don't tell people you're from there, right? It's so interesting. Obviously they've told a lot of people in their personal lives, but officially speaking, it's just so interesting. It's such a great tapestry of this life, this fascinating life within this galaxy, and I'm so excited to see where it goes next. And obviously he made a huge mistake. I mean, I kind of glossed over it a bit the last. I was like, oh, he just killed some people. They weren't nice dudes. It's fine. But I mean, he did. One of them was an accident. He was jumped. He fought back, and one of them hit his head. The first one, it genuinely was an accident. The second one, he did shoot someone in the head point blank. Yes, that person, as for all of his like, oh, I'll say it wasn't you, it was an accident. It's fine. But like, obviously, the minute if they'd gone into the police station or the corporate security station together, he would have said, oh, he killed him, he's a bad guy. He would never have got a fair deal out of killing one of their own. So it was self-preservation, but the better thing to do would have been to knock him out somehow, tie him up or something, run home and just flee. But obviously he protected himself as best he could and shot and killed someone, which isn't good, but it is, you know, it's not like it was just a complete and utter like, I'm just gonna go kill someone because I feel like it. There are levels. He definitely screwed up though. And so now he's trying to make money quickly. He's trying to sell the thing I guess he's been keeping to sell for a big important reason to try and escape. And I wonder whether he's going to end up joining the rebellion with kind of a there's nowhere else for him to go type of mentality. Because I think in Rebels and things we've come across characters who sort of end up joining the rebellion because it's kind of the only place that will take them. And then he ultimately realizes that the Empire has done all these things. It's what destroyed his planet, and maybe there is a way for him to make a difference in the future. It's very interesting, and the fact that he was only caught because that dude was jealous because he thought he touched her hand, and clearly you have to go and report him immediately. I mean, if the warrant thing had said is wanted for like a double murder, maybe even with the Empire and like everyone knowing the Empire's, I mean, I don't know how much individual people know, but I feel like the Empire's probably shit. And at the very least, that in this, where they live, they don't like the corporate entities that rule over them, from what people have said. Maybe even then, if it's like, oh, well, he killed 2 people, I should report him. But no, it was literally just because he was jealous. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. But it's just so interesting to see these ordinary lives and to know that they form a tapestry of this entire galaxy, and how many people are living their lives like that too, and how important Cassian's life is going to become to the future of this galaxy. It's just fascinating, and I love the little droid. B is everything. I think that's his name. So yeah, I'm really intrigued with where this goes next. I am concerned for Cassian's sake about where this is going to go next, but also just very excited. Reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.